life never settles down. It it just doesn't. And if you're waiting for things to calm down, for the money to be there, for you to just finally feel ready, that calm is never coming. Waiting on the perfect time isn't patience. It's just a nicer word for staying stuck. I think there's just this myth around readiness. It's always I'll start when, I'll do this when, it's always when something else happens, and it's just fear. You're scared of doing the thing. Don't be scared of doing the thing. I think fear and faith coexist, and it's a slightly different topic when I go there, but they coexist. Everyone always says you got to kill fear before you have faith, right? And I just don't believe in that. I think that's complete bullshit. I think that if you have faith, you can push through fear. The fear is the thing that you need to lean into, the thing that you're scared of doing, the thing that you know deep down that you need to do. And with faith, you're able to just believe in yourself, in God, in the plan, and you're able to just keep pushing no matter the circumstances that you're in. And that's just such a valuable thing to try to share with you guys. It's something that I've experienced a lot in my life, and I shared that in the last video. And it's interesting because I've been that person where it's always like, well, I'll do this when, I'll start working out when, New Year's, right? Next month, next week. I'll get deals when I have the money to be able to run ads and do this. I'll be able to get the girl when I lose the weight. I'll be able to do all these things, and yes, there's some truth to each of these things. Your capacity for them is better when you are in a better situation. But if you never start, you're never gonna get there. So many famous people started from literally nothing, and they just simply started, and they just had full faith in the plan and everything that they were doing in themselves. And it's damn near delusional faith in themselves and in the plan. And that's how they got to where they are now. I think just you got to have that delusion. You got to be weird. You got to be cringe. You got to be all of those things, because how else are you going to get there? If you don't do anything, you're never going to be what you want. And, what's one thing that you learned now that you just started and you were just like, man, I'm just great at everything? You had to learn it. You didn't know it. So stop being scared of learning something new and doing something. That mindset is just so flawed, but so many people have it, and it's real. It's very valid too, in a sense, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it is flawed, and it is something that's holding you back and keeping you stuck. And I think a lot of that's rooted in why I do what I do in business, is that a lot of people just, money's their biggest handicap. They don't have the capital, they don't have the credit, they don't have the solutions to do what they want to do. And that's why I offer what I offer. We offer credit repair so that you can build the credit, so that you can get the funding that you need. And then you can, get the funding that you need, get the capital, so you have the money to start a business, the money to get out of the circumstance that you're in. And it's a great feeling, and it's really cool to see the people that we've helped. And I just think it's so great. I think I just enjoy helping people. Every job I've ever had has been some form of service, and I've always like hated certain jobs too. That's the funny part. But I've always liked the service and the interactions, right? So like my first job was at a clothing store at Old Navy, and then I worked at Walmart, which was helping people when serving their groceries and meeting people and talking to them. And now I also still serve coffee at Dutch Bros, and it's just one of those things where it's like that part specifically, I really enjoy and I really do love. The other parts, well, I mean, I don't want to do that long term. And then now I'm in business, right? Where I'm helping people. I'm helping people build their wholesale business by being able to fund their transactions. I'm helping people get into houses. I'm helping people get funding to start their business. I'm helping people just fix their credit to do the thing that they want to do, so that they can live a life where they're not paying tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars extra in all these interest rates. Because if you have bad credit, you're going to spend that much more over your lifetime, whether you're getting a car, a house, or whatever it may be. And I think it's just really cool to be able to actually help people. And yeah, it causes a fee. You can't just do everything for free. That's not how the world works. But I do think that it is a very powerful thing that I really enjoy. And I think the point of this is more so the mindset than what it is that I do and offer. I think it's just knowing that you can start. You can go for it. There are options. You just have to go for it, You're praying for all these things to happen, and the doors are open. You just have to be willing to walk through them. And I really believe that. And I really am rooting for whoever this connects with. And if you are in any predicament that works with what I work with, or even if just this content helps you, like I'm very grateful for that. I've had some of my reels lately and my shorts and things like that where I'm getting feedback where like, man, this really hit me exactly where I am right now. And I'm very grateful for that, and I'll never not be grateful for that, because I think that is the whole point for me. So yeah, I love y'all.